Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to more aceattorney investigations. The second one this time, though. What's it called? Prosecutor's Gambit, not Path. Let's continue. We're going inside the plane now.
Because a humble ice cream salesman has hijacked the investigation. No.
Indeed. And now we shall continue, yes.
With the death of Bastion Rook and the revelation that Shelley the Killer was in our midst,
Could have seen it coming.
the case had taken a turn we could have never predicted. Mr. Knight ordered the door to the presidential plane be opened, and the emergency personnel attending to Mr. Rook's body were asked to leave. With the scene cleared, we stepped cautiously aboard.
Just gonna hold him like this the whole time.
Sad
Assuming he's
reporter
still
in the corner.
armed, it's like it makes sense. Sad reporter.
Oh, here's a space
This is
suits
the
behind
kind of
there for
scoop
some
I
reason.
wanted. Oh yeah, they gotta be ready to go to space. This plane,
Space planes.
one place not tainted by capitalism. Space.
Space. Thank for presidential plane.
No president in sight. Now where could he be? Who knows? Ah, so he's hiding behind the bulkhead door over there, is he? As courageous in the face of danger as ever. Sorry to disappoint, but... Did you seriously expect him to be standing here waiting to meet his assassin? As you've already established, my interest lies only in the successful conclusion of this investigation. Now, Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll be so kind as to examine the body.
All right. My only option right now is to play along. The rest is up to you, Detective Gumshoe. So the attempted assassination of the president has become the murder of a bodyguard.
You look like you could use a little help there, Mr. Edgeworth. She laughs in the face of danger.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Something else Ralph said. Something along the lines of like he got a crayon stuck up his nose or snorted glue. He's probably done both. I'm not surprised.
Not that I need it, but yes.
That's what I thought. Then there's nothing else for it. Hey Faraday, great thief extraordinaire. We'll just have to take it from here.
Oh, really? You mean you're good to solve the case for me?
Nope,
I thought not.
but I will provide vital assistance. Now let's get to scouring this crime scene from top to bottom.
It will take Detective Gumshoe a while to assemble our backup. So I'll need to draw this part of the investigation out for as long as possible.
Okay.
Examine
Look at the body
Examine the
first.
gas masks. No.
Oh, gas mask, yeah.
2 gas masks, in case of poison gas attack, I suppose. The president certainly seems to think he's at a risk of assassination at all times.
Wow, gas masks. I've never seen one before. I've heard plenty about them, of course.
From a fellow thief, I presume.
No, from the Jammin' Ninja. You know, my favorite kids' TV show. Princess Murasaki was getting married, but toxic ninja Wolfsbane showed up to lay down some sick burns.
And time to tune out. Might save myself a brain cell or two.
Jammin' Ninja hater. That slop is nothing like the great steel samurai.
Okay, what do you want to look at first?
Bullet wound.
Logical start.
The bullet seems to have entered just under his armpit and went clean through his body. He was hit in the eye. His bulletproof vest didn't cover.
Like it was on purpose or something, huh?
The cause of death would appear to be loss of blood. Attempts were made to snatch it, but to no avail.
A victim bled to death from a gunshot wound to the torso.
Well, that's kind of strange, isn't it? If they were on the left side, he was on the right side of the stage, wasn't he?
I mean, we have the picture, right? He's right here.
He was on the left.
Okay.
Although if the person with the gun was here, it would be very hard to shoot into that armpit from this side.
Yeah.
I would think, but maybe he like angled
Unless he
himself or
turned a
something.
certain way to try to look for a shooter.
Right.
I guess it's still
Although,
possible.
I mean, if he was alive here, and I don't know. I guess the shot could still happen.
Unless that guy beside of him shot it.
This guy just went. He's holding the gun backwards
Yeah.
behind that, and just.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The medics must have brought it in to try and save him.
Sadly, it was a little too late.
It was too little,
little.
too late.
Can't speak at all, ever.
It's a bulletproof attaché case. Bodyguards use them to shield their clients from gunfire. There were some in case photographed too. Looks like the Rook and the Knight each had one.
Designed to provide protection from gunfire. Knight and Rook were each issued one. Oh hey, that's the photo I snatched.
You can hardly steal a photo at a public event, Kay.
I'm snatching up a moment in time with every picture I take, you know.
I take it snatch is your new favorite word.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I just love Snatcher by Hideo Kojima. No.
Such a masterpiece.
So the victim was also carrying a revolver.
Looks like he was trying to use it.
He probably drew it on instinct when he felt threatened. We should check out to see if he managed to fire any rounds off. All there. And no signs of the weapon having been used. Was this one on loan from Zhangfa too?
Yep, sure was. We're always issued with the same model gun.
Interesting. Does that happen to look like the other gun? Well, this one has a scope on it, but...
I'm kind of curious. He said always issued, but this is like the first time that these random people have been
I don't know if
summoned
it's
as
the first
bodyguards.
time they have. It's just whenever they get bodyguards, they always do it through the same agency, maybe? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, probably.
And this is just what the agency always gives them when they hire them, I guess.
Maybe, I don't know. So I can just look at him directly.
It's the victim, Mr. Bastian Rook, bodyguard to the president of Zhangfa.
He's one of the guys that brought the president inside as soon as the shooting started.
Which means he continued to do his duty right up until his dying breath.
At least he'll get posthumously promoted.
Okay, it's better to know when to say nothing at all than to end up with your foot in your mouth.
What do you mean?
I mean, bodyguards don't even operate on the same rank promotion system as the police in the first place.
I see. What can I look at that's here, apparently?
Oh, maybe just a segment of floor under him. Looks like it opens up or something.
It's the hatch. The president is hiding in the floorboards.
Yeah.
There are two large rectangles cut into the floor here. I can see hinges through the gaps.
It's an emergency entrance disguised as an emergency exit. All the president would need to do is lower his rope ladder and make his miraculous escape.
Which would make it an exit, not an entrance. So which is it?
It's an exit, but it's used as an entrance, but disguised as an exit. Yeah. I think.
Same
But you just said they left through it. What are you talking about?
Congratulations. You've even confused yourself. That's quite the achievement.
Yeah, nothing else here. Let's look at this bird. I wanted the bird, not the shield.
A riot shield, and next to it a canary cage.
Oh, she's so sweet. I want one. Did you ever see a cuter partner in crime?
Right? Couldn't be me. Right?
Interrogate that bird.
Partner in crime.
Well, yeah, she could help me with lockpicking, stuff like that. A great thief has no greater ally than nature, Mr. Edgeworth.
Sadly, such birds are most commonly used for detecting poisonous gases.
Canary in the coal mine.
Wait, this one isn't actually for that, is it?
And gas masks, probably.
Which are these Tamagotchis?
And we got a bulletproof vest on the desk that looks like it's shot through. So.
Yeah, we'll go to that. I want to see these Tamagotchi things.
It's a solid circular life preserver, designed to be used in the case of an emergency on the water. Or rather, the sea to be more precise.
Ooh, the sea. I love the sea. We should go sometime.
Alright, I'm being called.
I will pause.
Sorry, but you'll have to make that particular trip without me.
I don't be like that. Come on, it'll be fun. We can have lobster rolls, ice cream, all that good stuff.
Something tells me the sea isn't the main attraction for you, is it?
Lobster. Now I can look at the Tamagotchis. I want that first, then we'll look at the other thing.
These personal safety alarms are very colorful. Looks like they get a lot of use as well.
I like the president. He seems like a thoughtful guy. Buying these for his kids, maybe his wife too.
Why would they all be in here if that was the case? No, these are for his own personal use.
Objection, Your Honor. It is simply not possible for one person to use this many personal alarms. Why, you ask? Because he is human and therefore possesses only 2 hands.
20 hands wouldn't be enough to count the number of objections I have to pull on that objection.
That looks heavy. So this is what a president wears, huh? Must be made of something super special.
Yes, to protect him from bullets.
What? So it's not just for show?
Of course not. This is a bulletproof vest.
Oh, so that's what one of those looks like. Why didn't you just say so? Now I feel silly.
You're telling me that president that you can see like every defined muscle of his abs was wearing that, apparently. I don't believe it. No.
Yeah, I doubt it too.
Let's look at these files.
Granted, as paranoid as he is, you think he would have a vest.
Yeah,
Apparently, this, like, they're coming for me. No.
they're coming for me. I don't know how, but they found me.
Documents of some kind.
We could always steal a glance.
Another security plan.
Interesting. Is this before they switched Rook and Knight's place?
Yeah, it seems so. This was the original plan. Well, it's the date on the other one. This is March 19th.
March 24th. Oh yeah, like the one from the trash can.
Precisely. But wait, something feels off.
Well, I mean, we know it's off. It's this, right?
Yeah, so I guess you just point at either one of them. Deuce.
This one's a different color, so. And then
The other plan.
The two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point?
I mean, it even says that they're switching people
Oh,
out,
you're
so
right.
Yeah, we made some last-minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
Why the urgency?
Because of what happened the day before. The killer here tried to take him down. Infiltrated the security detail, posed as one of us. Brooke figured it out first, but not before the guy got within striking distance of the president.
Oh my god.
Just freaking rips his throat out.
Oh my god.
The killer is just a beast like that. The leader had stepped in just then. We'd all been out of a job. But he made it, and our friend here wound up with a seriously twisted arm. Brooke put a bullet in it for good measure, too.
And where were you while this was happening?
You were the first one overpowered, were you not?
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Shut up, kid!
Now I get it.
Neck has barely begun to heal, and you've already forgotten who I am. I'm disappointed. It's you! Busted up my neck so bad, I can't even look to my right. I was somewhat astonished to have sustained an injury at all. A testament to Mr. Rook's skill. He's truly a master of his craft. Unlike a certain other someone I could mention. Just as good as he ever was. Or a pawn to his queen, my young friend. The heck do you know?
So that's why you remember Mr. Rook's name. You admired his skills as a bodyguard.
The only one to ever wound me. Indeed, while I was serving on the team, I learned the names of all the operatives. But his in particular stayed with me. Joined the very short list of those who have ever successfully wounded me.
So that's the connection he was talking about.
And that's why we changed up the security plan. I had to be sure there weren't any more assassins in the ranks. The president didn't want anybody on stage he didn't trust. He only trusts two people. Me and Rook.
Okay, they were only changed yesterday.
How does that explain your change of position?
Can't move my head.
Oh yeah, he switched over to the right-hand side.
I told you, I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage.
Okay. Can't turn his head to the right, so he's moved to the right side. Think of the he can't move his neck very well. He wouldn't be like one of the main bodyguards anymore. But I guess
Well, he's the only one he
guy
trusts,
So
When one of the your bodyguards was Shelly the Killer, it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair.
yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm only picking the people I've personally worked with before. They're the only ones that are gonna be up there with me.
Exactly.
A curious figure of a curious N, with a curious expression, is staring straight at me.
I must stare back.
And look, there's a big lever right by its butt.
Don't even think about it.
Oh, I wasn't thinking anything, I swear.
I imagine a lever opens the panels beneath my feet.
Ah, I see. So he's standing on a trapdoor.
I strongly advise you to not pull it. Do so, and you will regret it.
You know, I'm okay with taking some advice, especially when it's from a professional killer.
It's like, I will end you if you try to drop me down this pit.
I'm gonna look at this first.
It's a bank of monitors displaying camera feeds from in and around the plane.
We've got the scene that we're in right now. Just
Oh my goodness.
screenshot.
This monitor is displaying the feed of this very room.
Didn't go cheap when they bought these, huh? Very high res.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't tell myself, but
You can even see the little crow's feet around your eyes. Oh, my bad. They're just the usual deeply etched lines, you know, on your forehead.
if you've quite finished,
Alright, so stuffed animal, and then maybe the one that at the top, because that one
Yeah, let's
can
go
tell
like
if it's
this.
static or what.
These monitors are displaying the cockpit and parts of the plane's exterior.
I guess it's just a snowstorm. No.
I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
It's normal.
I guess.
What on earth is this?
Oh, it's the president's favorite plushie. It's a memento of something. Anyway, don't touch.
But if that's the case, then why has it been...
Left up there like nobody cares about it. Yeah, that is pretty weird.
I just now realized that it's not a screen. I'm like, oh, I thought we literally had a camera that just pointed at a stuffed animal. But I'm like, no, it's literally just in the hole where a TV would be. There's a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
It certainly wouldn't be the first place I would think to display a beloved item.
There might be
Wait.
a camera in it.
Are those shards of glass underneath it?
Maybe.
More people trying to record to kill her.
It's just, or it's just like the Freddy Fazbear and just has a recorder inside of it.
That's what I was referring to.
Voice recorder, not a camera.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, either one, potentially.
I thought something seemed strange about this cubbyhole, but now I'm sure of it. There was almost certainly another monitor here.
Yeah, one monitor is missing. Guess we're done here. I don't think any of the other... Well, actually, this...
Assumingly, maybe someone was
bottom ones
maybe up.
are different, I guess.
Because it'll just say it's showing outside.
You, what are you up to?
So. You.
Suspicion of murder.
Sad music.
I didn't do it. I'm a reporter. I bake scoops, not souls.
But then why lie about your jacket and the laser sight?
I just knew y'all would think it was fishy.
Is that really all it was?
Please, you gotta believe me. I would never do something like this.
I don't trust you. I think you should die.
To kill her, take care of her.
Need to kill her. You up for another contract right now?
Just like to tell you everything will be alright. But just try not to worry too much. If you really are innocent, I'll prove it, one way or another.
Thanks, Chief. I believe in you.
How many times must I tell you, I am not your chief?
Oh, sorry, Ruffles. Queen forgot you were Chief number 2.
That's not what I meant.
Now, can I look at the stuff behind you?
There's a wide selection of protective equipment here. Bulletproof vests, a hazmat gear.
No way, there's even a spacesuit.
I get the sense that the president thinks he's very much in need of protection at all costs.
But what if he was in a gunfight and there was poison gas everywhere? And he was in space. What would he do then, huh?
God, this guy is paranoid.
And he'd simply put on a bulletproof vest, the hazmat gear, and the spacesuit.
Well, I mean, if you're in a spacesuit,
Would
you
the
don't need hazmat
spacesuit not
gear.
be enough?
Yeah. It is airtight.
The bulletproof vest, I mean, if somebody shoots you in the spacesuit, then, like, it'll create the holes, so the bulletproof vest wouldn't even help you unless you, like, wear it outside of the
Wear on the
spacesuit, which
outside.
I don't think would work, but if you could, I mean, I guess.
Get an extra large enough size. Just wear it over you.
That's probably easier said than done.
Spacesuit mixed with like a freaking riot suit. No.
What's this thing here?
Someone has left an inflatable boat and an oar here. Probably so it's ready to go at any time.
Wait, but there's only one oar.
You could still row with one oar, you know.
She's like, what?
No way.
Can I look at this?
The president is on the other side of this door.
And what a door it is. Bet I could get the better of it, though.
Get the better of it. Doors aren't the one to be beaten.
Aren't there to be beaten. Yeah,
But look how
I know.
heavy it is. Look at that lock. It's just sitting there, begging me to try it.
Calm down, Kay, and think. Why might this door be locked?
For me to open it, of course.
Precisely. For you to open it, of course. What is the right answer anyway?
Okay.
I have high hopes for your investigation. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you.
Well, a mutual understanding.
That's what they said about Karu and Kiryu in Yakuza 3. It's like they have a mutual understanding. That's what they said about their relationship. Now, things are progressing well, I hope.
There's no need to worry. Things are progressing just fine.
Remember, I absolutely despise betrayals of all kinds.
His theme is so good.
Yes, I know.
Indeed you do, so please do take care not to double-cross me, accidentally or otherwise.
We really have no choice but to do as he says for now.
Assassination attempt.
Can't believe I let an assassin onto the president's plane. You know very well it was for the good of the investigation, Mr. Knight. Don't give me that. I know what you really want. You do indeed. Because you heard me say it already, I wish to know the truth behind Mr. Rook's death.
But you did also say that you were asked to assassinate the president by a certain someone.
Seem to have forgotten that there are more pressing matters at hand. I don't often carry out unpaid work, but it's not entirely unheard of.
Fine. I'll be back. I'll get back to the investigation.
I wasn't paid to end this man, but I will. Good. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gotta present your badge to him.
Yeah, what he say?
Present the gun. No. Must admit, I've never seen one of these up close. It's akin to a license, correct? I, too.
No way, you have a license to kill?
No, but if I'm gonna spell it out for you.
Nope, all good, thanks. You can keep that little nugget of truth locked up nice and tight in your heart, okay?
So, even a great thief's bravado quickly crumbles in the face of an assassin.
You said you could never
Thief
take a
build is no match to an assassin build.
Yeah, except in Fire Emblem, thieves become assassins, but... Except for, There's also the Rogue, which is, like, another different branching path that sometimes is in some games. But anyway, we must need to do some of this stuff. Not easy to acquire in this country. And has not been fired.
On loan from Zhang then maybe say that maybe if you link them together, it's like, hey, they maybe
They're
both
the
were
same gun.
Zhang ones.
The two guns are exactly the same,
Other than the laser sight.
meaning it's likely that the one we found, is also from Zhangfa.
Same model as the victims. The bodyguards all got their guns from the Zingfa authorities, right?
Yes.
Are they, like, super rare or anything?
No, I don't believe so. This metal isn't exactly easy to come by in this country, but it's certainly not impossible either.
Boo, and here I thought they might be valuable treasures.
Yes, it is something of a shame.
Wow, I just mentioned treasures and you actually responded for once.
I only meant to point out that if the guns were rare, it would be much easier to trace them. Which would have made them treasures of the evidence variety, I suppose.
Ha, see, everything's a treasure hunt one way or another, including this investigation.
You could say that.
I just did. No.
Alright then, it's treasure hunting time. On with the investigation.
She certainly seems a lot more enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Okay. So it's the right set of stains. Past the victim, where did it end up? Maybe
Oh,
it
her vest.
throw him into the vest. Supposedly we only know 2 bullets were fired, so it had to end up somewhere.
2 bullets were fired in total. We know this because 2 shots were heard. One traveled through the flag into the balloon. The other took Mr. Rook's life.
There's a bullet in the president's vest, too, right? How is that possible?
How indeed? The numbers don't add up. However, there is one possible explanation.
There is?
After passing through his body, the bullet that took Mr. Rook's life and found itself lodged in the vest. In other words, 2 of our bullets were in fact 1.
No way.
He's right. The president hadn't been wearing that vest. Things could have been a lot worse.
And he wasn't injured at all by the impact. Even when obstructed by a vest, a bullet can inflict serious damage.
Sure, I've known guys who got broken bones that way. But the president's okay. He's made of strong stuff.
Sounds like you didn't even need a vest.
Let's not get carried away here. I want the bullet's ballistic markings analyzed.
Remind me what those are again? Tutorial, I guess you don't know what they are.
Guns leave a unique pattern of grooves on every bullet they fire. By examining these grooves, we can use them to identify which gun it came from. Think of them as fingerprints of a sort.
You can tell all that from a bullet? Then what are we waiting for? Analyze away.
Might be easier said than done. That bullet hit solid armor. The impact will completely flatten it. We'll be lucky if there's anything left for forensics to find.
What? But I was all set for some analyzing. The bullet itself was crushed flat by the impact.
That's quite enough investigating for now.
What is taking so long, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, have you solved the case?
No, not yet.
Is that so? Perhaps interviewing another key witness might help you to do so.
Another witness? Who?
You don't mean...
The most important witness of all, the man on the other side of that door. To get the president out here.
He really intends to have me question the president.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to summon him, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop right there to kill her. You're nuts if you think I'd let him anywhere near you. Well, Mr. President, I'm sure you're watching us through your security feed, aren't you? In which case, I politely request that you show yourself. That is, if you value your bodyguard's life.
Does he value his bodyguard's life?
I mean, that's what he's there for, as a bodyguard. I'm sorry, but... Well then. If nothing else, we now know what kind of man you really are. Mr. President! So stop, you can't do this. Let's all just calm down, alright?
Come on, Detective. Where the blazes are you?
Hey!
The lights. What's happening?
Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth. I would advise you to stay very still. It seems I will not be granted my audience with the president after all. Even with Mr. Knight's life as my bargaining chip. No, stop!
Hey! Cage is in the corner screaming.
Okay, you won't get away with this to kill her.
I have seen enough, and now I know the truth.
Where are you? Where did you go? Ugh.
Aura farming. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth. Dives out of the plane, never to be seen again.
Worth. Mr. Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth. Detective
Gumshoe. Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Everyone else is fine. Edgeworth just couldn't take the heat.
Singfa presidential plane.
Dumb shit, you can stand up now.
You didn't get the memo.
Sir, you're okay.
Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Never mind me. He didn't hurt you, did he, Kay?
Nah, I'm fine. Only just woke up myself. My head will be sore for a while, but that's about it, so you can stop worrying.
Detective, did you manage to stop the killer? Well, see, Miss Lloyd came running out of the plane and, she told us he'd flown out the coop. We were too late. I'm sorry, sir.
Give you one job, just surround the plane, and then he was able to get out of the plane, and then no one even see him. It's like, wow.
He is a pro.
Bodyguard
Did
over
not
there
lapse.
told us something too.
What'd you say?
I said, and he didn't lapse.
Seems there's an inflatable boat missing from by the window.
Escaped via inflatable boat.
Yeah.
The killer must have stolen it and rowed himself across the lake.
He rode so fast we couldn't catch him.
Yeah, again, professional.
What about the cordon around the park? I'd call everybody back in to stake out the place. Including the guy stationed across the water. No, so he's completely slipped through our fingers. Not the best look for our department, but yeah.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Knight, you're alive.
Yeah, no thanks to that murder.
Oh, that reminds me. I found this lying on the ground next to you, Mr. Edgeworth. A calling card, marked with a seashell. Guess you wanted to leave a message.
Left behind by the assassin. He needs escape, adorned with its distinctive seashell emblem.
The killer usually leaves these next to the bodies of his victims. Oh, but you're not dead, sir. But I could have been. Maybe that's the message.
Just a threat.
Your life is in my hands.
I can't stop thinking about his parting words.
I have seen enough, and I now know the truth. I leave the rest in your capable hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
And now I know the truth. The truth about what?
Roger that. I'll clear out here, sir. Over.
What's going on?
That was the president. He's coming out.
Now?
The president approaches. Look at him. He's so buff.
He's so afraid of, like, assassination attempts, but he looks like he eats bullets.
I eat pain. No.
So he's the president of Zhongfa, Mr. Di Chun Wang.
And you are?
It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Dijon Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhengfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis.
He must be referring to the Yatagarasu case. Thank you, sir. But all I did was solve a few local cases of murder.
You are too humble. I've been observing your investigation. You're an impressive operator, Mr. Edgeworth, even if the killer did get away.
That's very kind of you to say. So he was watching through his security feed.
Sadly, I must inform you, and this is as far as your investigation goes.
What do you mean?
Hear me, foolish prosecutor, for I shall say this only once. Knight has appraised me of the state of affairs. And from this point forward, the case will be handled by Zhangfa's police force, the finest in the world.
Even with the killers out of the picture, they're still looking to get me thrown off the case.
I mean, the killer in the picture was the only reason you were on the case.
What do you think you're doing, pal? Nobody talks Mr. Edgeworth down. Nobody talks.
Gumshoe's head.
Nobody calls Mr. Edgeworth foolish, except one other person.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been for him, the killers would have. Detective. Forgive him, Mr. President, but I must confess to being somewhat confused. I fail to see how or why this case falls within Zhangfa's jurisdiction.
Fail to see? Enough, puny prosecutor. You seek explanations from a head of state? I say no, and 1,000 times no, I will not explain myself to you. Now hand over the evidence you have gathered, and remove yourselves from this plane. I'd do as he says if I were you, Edgeworth.
Phew. This can't really be the end of the line, can it?
Objection.
He's evidence handed over to Mr. Knight.
Failure.
Well-
And this is how the story ends. The case just ends.
Why? Why let us come so far only to pull the case out from under us?
Now you may leave. Knight, detain the suspect. Yes, sir, right away. To make an attempt on my life, to murder one of my faithful servants, the effrontery, the villainy.
No wonder he's
I didn't murder
targeted.
nobody. Because I
Shut your mouth, Miss Journalist. Answer me this. In a world already lousy with lies, with deception, with sin and inequity. Can we stand by and suffer yet another crime to go unpunished? I say no, 1,000 times no. There can be no forgiveness, there can be no surrender. Why, you ask me? Then I will tell you. Just skunk off.
He's hiding something, I'm certain of it. And if I leave now, we'll never know the truth. Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's got to be something we can do.
Think, Miles. Remember,
DL6 incident.
how many times have you faced situations like this in a courtroom? You've confronted the lies of witnesses and countered the arguments of other lawyers. Has the critical evidence always been laid at your feet? No. And yet you always go to the truth of the situation in the end. With your greatest weapon of all, your words.
Will attack you with my words.
Chest
Mind
time.
chest.
Domain expansion. Wow.
Now let us analyze the state of play.
Begone, puny prosecutor! Do you dare defy the direct order of a president?
He's not going to listen. He clearly means to drown out any objection by means of pure rhetorical force.
Nanomachine, son.
I was gonna
Used to play college ball. No.
just like the good old days of 9. Okay, I'm not that was a weird speech he had. I'll be honest.
Well, that was Sundowner or whatever, right?
Yeah, he said
Whatever his name
that.
was. He was that. That wasn't
That
what
was
I...
days.
No, that wasn't.
Okay.
That wasn't Senator Armstrong.
Right.
Just somebody
Yeah.
who worked for him.
Yes.
I don't know why I just conflated the two. Been a while then. My apologies.
When an opponent is on the offensive, the best thing I can do is bide my time and wait for an opening. As he said himself, he's the head of state, a seasoned politician. He won't open himself up to attack easily. I can't let him bully me into submission. I have to stay calm and alert. If I can read his movements and expressions correctly, I may be able to find my moment. My first aim should be to find out why he is insisting on Jung Fa taking over the case. The board is set. Time to make my opening gambit.
Mind chess.
Commence.
Miles Edgeworth, mind freak.
Okay, so which one?
Explain why, I guess.
Might be too direct. We'll see. But yeah.
Would you at least explain to me why I'm off the case?
Imbecile, cease your insolent jabbering. I need to explain myself to you. My reasons are my own, and they are none of your concern.
If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind. Let me try another track for now.
Okay, so we asked the other one.
Yeah.
Please, about the case.
Did I give you permission to speak? No, 1,000 times no.
Guide my time because he's so mad.
Yes. I am the leader of Zhang-Fa. I have no time for your insolent back chat.
I was simply hoping to confirm one basic fact. You say that the investigation will now be assigned to your national police force.
I do. Now enough of your pointless questions.
Bide
Bide
more
time
time
again?
because he's still mad.
Yeah.
Yes. Good boy. The interior of this plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang-Fa. You have no rights here.
Is that so? Could it be that our current location itself is significant somehow? I should keep that in mind. It could be useful, a clue.
So now we can ask the other thing. So, cease your insolent jabbering. Blah. It's up to you, my reasons are my own, and out of your concern.
Perhaps
Employ
it's
my
time to employ my clue.
Clue employed.
Leading to our current location.
In the course of our conversation, I've deduced certain facts from your behavior, Mr. President. For example, you seem particularly aggressive when discussing our current location.
You swore me, smart Alec.
As you said yourself, the presidential plane is the sovereign territory of Zhang-Fa. And from that, we can infer that you believe the rules of extraterritoriality apply inside here. Is that correct?
Then Lane kicks down the door. It's just been revoked. No, enough. Cease your objectionable whining.
Things getting too hot for you or bide time?
Bide time. I think we're pushing him too close, you think?
Or is he
I don't know.
vulnerable
Most-
now?
Pick something because we're running out of time as you sit here.
Only keep him while paused.
He's not in his anger state. He is in a flustered state, which means he could be, in his cornered. And now it might do something, but
So
also
which
it could
one
be
should we go
still
for?
freaking out, and he needs to be calm for us to apply pressure.
Right.
You're safe in the middle of your mind freak chess.
Can we save? Interesting. Mind freak chase. Chess. Okay.
So yeah,
Which one
that's-
do we want?
I'll say push him. I don't think that's the answer, but that's just what I want to go for.
You can rant and roar all you like, but you won't escape my scrutiny. It was unmistakable. The moment I mentioned extraterritoriality, you became visibly agitated.
You think you're clever, don't you? Let me answer your little question. It's true, extraterritoriality applies. Your laws mean nothing here. And why does that matter, you ask? It matters because it means you are powerless. You have neither influence nor authority here.
Interesting. So the extraterritoriality issue does have something to do with all this. Let's dig a little deeper into the call and the claim that the plane is sovereign territory, shall we?
Take more time.
The next move will surely decide the victor. Maybe the president, but nobody is untouchable. I just have to find the right angle of attack.
Does the rule really apply here, or you've overplayed your hand? Which one should I say?
What were the options again?
Does the rule apply,
here?
or are you overplayed?
Well, the rule obviously applies, I guess, if he's trying to throw it out, but I don't think that's actually the case, considering...
Well, basically, the only way it'll apply is basically you have to say that this guy was murdered in the plane. But if he was shot outside, he wasn't in the territory of your country. So he's trying to say that he was executed inside here. Is that why you're taking over control? In which case, who shot him in here?
Yeah. Oh.
Let's try that then.
You believe that extraterritorial lies here, but can you prove it?
You even understand what you are asking?
Of course. If I didn't, I wouldn't ask it.
Have you no shame in calling into question the good word of one such as myself?
See, I want to bide my time because he's mad.
Yeah.
You should be the one that's... Yeah. I guess I just wanted to throw that at him.
No more time for this. You clearly can't be saved from your own foolishness.
You needn't worry about me. I'm not the one who needs saving. That would be Miss Lloyd, the woman who is being wrongfully accused of this crime.
Chivalry is admirable, but it changes nothing. The right to extrareality cannot be denied. This is Zheng Fa.
If I want to take this any further, I'll need a clue of some kind.
Alright, so we gotta ask the other question first, I guess. Overplayed your hand.
Surely you see that you have overplayed your hand.
Nobody asked for your opinion. You'd only obey me, nothing else.
Bide time because he's mad.
He's pointing, you bide.
Yeah.
The dude abides. You dare but tell me how to govern, how to lead? You dare contradict me?
On the matter of Miss Lloyd's guilt, yes, I do.
No, she is guilty. She is the culprit. There's nothing left to debate.
Okay. Is he still mad? Do we just bide time
He's
more?
still kind of
I think he's
freaking
still
out more,
mad.
so yeah.
Yeah.
He's not doing the
bide.
point animation specifically, but
Who else could have fired from outside the plane? There's no other viable suspect.
Fascinating. So he's claiming that Miss Lloyd fired at him from outside the plane.
Means it wasn't on your territory.
This could be a vital clue.
So now we do, does that rule apply here? Just skip through this. And buy time, and then now we should get what we need. Save from foolishness. Chivalry, yes, yes, yes. Admirable. So far.
Time to employ my clue.
she fired at you from outside the plane.
It's like, why you suck so much, Edward?
Hey.
Deploy my clue.
I may not be able to call the extraterritoriality of the presidential plane into doubt. However, according to you, she shot you from outside the aircraft, correct? In which case, extraterritoriality could not possibly apply in this case. Your assertion is entirely without merit, and the detainment of Miss Lloyd cannot be justified.
How could I have? Best by me a prosecutor, but I'm the president! The president!
Checkmate.
Destroy.
That's your one line. Checkmate.
I trust you won't mind if we continue our investigation now, Mr. President.
Fuming. Bring up your hand and calm down. Like, it's chill. Hereby officially and unreservedly confirm my approval. It's your gesture of the magnanimity and generosity of which my good office is known. Yes, for without noble acts such as these, we flex unmistakably and irrefutably, for which reason we hereby. There can be no other outcome, for our goals are lofty in our hearts. People have sent far. I swear to you here and now that this investigation will continue.
All that when he could have just said, okay, you got me.
Mr. Knight, if you would care to return the evidence.
Heh, take it.
Case evidence retrieved from Mr. Knight. We did it, Mr. Edgeworth.
We sure did. Now the investigation can continue.
Whatever. Enjoy your pocket full of pawns. I'll be over here enjoying how you put them into play.
Then you will definitely enjoy my next move. Mr. President, one more favor if you would be so kind.
What is it?
Could you please give us your testimony concerning the incident itself?
Now you want me to testify? Whoa, that's your next move? You want the president to testify, you have to take him to court.
All in good time, Mr. Knight. You will get his demand soon enough. But if a person of interest refuses to cooperate at the investigation stage of the process, they are obliged to provide detailed justification as to their reasons for doing so.
That's...
What's the matter? Is there something you'd rather we didn't know?
Stand down, Knight. I'll do as the prosecutor asks.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Now listen, and listen well.
President Wong's testimony.
Where was it when the incident occurred? The stage, of course. Suddenly, Rook and Knight jumped in front of me. Then bang! A shot rang out in a plain unblemished balloon of red exploded nearby. Hesitating for an instant, my bodyguards tried to escort me back to the safety of the plane. And then, the second shot. The bullet went right through Rook and lodged itself in the bulletproof vest I was wearing.
Guess if you look at it in one way, the president is also a victim here. I mean, he
The guy
shot
was
at.
trying to be assassinated. Yeah, I mean... Something controversial, yet so brave, UK.
Yes, the victim of an attempted assassination. Rook was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
But that makes it even weirder. Why would the target of a crime try to obstruct the investigation?
My guess is there's something behind all this that he doesn't want made public. A cover-up, huh? I knew there was more to this case than meets the eye. The president isn't the only one who knows the truth. Isn't that right, Mr. Knight? Time to get to the bottom of this case once and for all.
Alright, so we said a red balloon was shot, but it's like, no, it was the Steel Samurai.
Yeah.
You know what the samurai is, huh?
Plain, unblemished balloon of red. Be like, hey,
Her.
don't you dare talk with the Steel Samurai like that.
It's a national treasure.
He's the hero of Neo Tokyo, goddammit.
Objection!
And the only thing red is his pants, so unless he was hanging upside down, which maybe he was. And that's how they used him to be a red balloon by just putting him upside down in some matches.
You say it was a plain red balloon that burst. But I strongly beg to differ. Take a look at this. I think you'd agree that it is hardly plain, wouldn't you?
No! Why? Who is that?
Mr. President, meet the Steel Samurai. I would have hoped you might recognize him. Especially if you were hoping to integrate yourself with the people of this country.
Ingratiate.
Ingratiate.
Yeah, you need to watch the German Ninja too. He's amazing.
So you see, the balloon was struck by the bullet. Was anything but plain. It was, in fact, the Steel Samurai.
But the briefing mentioned 2 plain red balloons. And there they are, right on the security plan.
Do look pretty plain, don't they? Just simple round balloons.
Right, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. President. Same Steel Samurai balloon was borrowed at the last minute, sir.
Borrowed?
That's what we were told. Guess you only reported the incident to us bodyguards, though. Seems there was a little trouble here on site last night. One of the original balloons burst somehow.
So they swapped it in as an emergency replacement?
Yeah, one of the stall holders happened to have it. But I hear he was more than willing to lend it out. Very happy-go-lucky kind of guy, they said. It was Larry.
Oh, no.
A stall holder with a Steel Samurai balloon. Yep, he was trying to make another Gordy. Oh, thank you, dude!
I know.
Pick some samurai dogs!
A happy-go-lucky stallholder with a Steel Samurai balloon to spare.
They filled just the bottom part up there to make it look like the other ornamental balloon.
Ah, so it was just a pants up there.
Yep.
Hmm.
Drowned in the ocean.
It's really goofy.
So while it was a Steel Samurai balloon, it was made to look like a plain red one above water. Is that the long and short of it?
Knight, why was I not informed of this? Sorry, sir. We didn't think it was a pressing issue.
And indeed, you saw it and knew no different, correct?
Yes, I suppose so.
Could he really have mistaken the Steel Samurai's pants for a plain red balloon?
Not a chance. No.
Still, Mr. President, I struggle to see how you wouldn't have noticed something different about the balloon.
Of course.
What was that outburst for?
Now I remember. I could barely see the balloon.
You couldn't see it.
That's right, the wind was blowing too hard. The flags to the side of the stage were flapping incessantly and blocking my view.
Is that so?
This was 2 flags. They were being blown back towards me.
It would have been a strong wind blowing right around the time of the incident.
This means the bullet through the...
That means if there was a bullet through the flag that was here,
That
and
means
hit
now
this,
it's-
then that means it had to have come from over here and not over there.
Yes, would have to have come from where Knight was standing.
Strong enough to blow the flags in such a fashion. But does that conflict in any way with our understanding of the case?
Yes, it does.
So let's see,
Changes
does the
where they were
picture show
standing.
any flags? No, we don't get
Yeah.
to have those.
Yeah, is that the flag glowing right next to him? The second
that's-
picture.
Same picture. This
Flag to the right.
Yeah, it looks like a flag to me.
Something's there, actually. You're right. It's a huge freaking flag.
Yeah, just look up at the picture
Guess
of
that
the flag.
confirms it then, but does it conflict
Yes.
with our understanding of the case? It does, because
Yes,
now
because
the
it
bullet
changes where the
goes from
shooter is.
changes everything.
Thank you, Mr. President. Your testimony has revealed yet another contradiction.
has.
Yes, a contradiction that could turn this entire case on its head. When I arrived on the scene, the wind had died down and the flags were resting calmly for the most part. But if the wind had previously been blowing the flags, as the president describes, a certain piece of evidence suddenly takes on a very different meaning.
Evidence.
The bottom, right below the badge.
This, yes, the bullet trajectory. I didn't know we had evidence that showed it, but yes. Now it's coming from over here instead of over there.
Take that!
Earlier we deduced that the bullet that struck the steel samurai balloon and the bullet that passed through the flag were one and the same. From these two things, we further deduced that the trajectory that the bullets must have taken. And we concluded that our shooter must have fired from the left side of the spectator area. But if the flags were blowing as the president describes, our conclusion becomes quite different.
No way, if the flags were pointed in the other direction.
Exactly. Our trajectory changes completely. And if we trace the trajectory back to its source, we can ascertain who really fired the shot.
Wait, but Mr. Edgeworth, that would mean...
Yes, I know. You may not understand the reason why. But it can be the only one reason who did it.
Could have been one person who did it. I suck.
I mean, who is it? Who does it point to?
Knight.
So he's here now, Bastion Rook.
He's 35.
His knight.
This barber got that shit lined up clean. No.
Yeah, I did. That was like very straight and narrow. I need that barber.
Take that!
The person who fired that shot was none other than you, Mr. Knight.
What?
The path from the balloon back to where the flag leads directly to the spot where you were standing.
It's just that Knight fired the shots that popped the balloon.
The guy's one of the president's guards. Why the heck would he go around shooting balloons?
This is absurd. What exactly are you trying to imply? That Mr. Knight, a man who has saved my life countless times, is my would-be assassin? Seriously, Edgeworth, we put up with a lot from you, but this? President Wang's bodyguards were the pieces put on the board to protect the king. Handle this, Knight. Sorry, sir. Mr. Edgeworth, the wind was indeed blowing quite fiercely around the time of my speech. But the wind can pick up and die away in an instant, can it not? Therefore, I need proof. Proof that it was blowing hard enough to lift the flags during that crucial moment.
We already found the photo that showed it, so...
Picture.
The first shot was fired right around the time the president raised his fist. I have a piece of evidence that shows just that. Perhaps it can also show us what happened, what was happening with the flag then too.
Yeah, just a picture.
Here, it's clearly that's gotta be it, so...
Take that!
Your proof is in this picture right here.
Should be good. Which picture? Where? Yeah, the flag. It's right there. Take that!
I just get hooked up.
Wait, what happened?
What?
What's wrong?
Oh,
What's wrong?
Unless it's wrong, he's gonna just say that. It's like, no.
Well, do you deny that it clearly shows the flag?
I...
There we have it. Proof that it was blowing towards you at the moment of the shooting.
So that means our pal over there did shoot the balloon.
Making him the assassin.
Mr. Knight,
The assassin is not the assassin.
I mean, he shot a balloon, but... I don't think that means
Shot
he
the
then turned
balloon.
around and shot the president, so...
Well, like,
I don't-
if that bullet did go through Rook and go into the vest, like, he can't do it from that side of him. Like, he can't ricochet the bullet like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
he's not the guy who shot at the president, which would not make him the assassin. Like, that's what we mean by assassin, the guy going for the president. He's
Yes.
not going for the president.
He was
That-
clearly a part of some kind of plan here, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
Well, I-
there to assassinate the president.
I think he killed Rook because I don't know. It just
Knight
seemed
takes
to me
Rook.
that- Yeah.
He shot
anyways.
Rook, but a different bullet went in the vest, I guess, because, like, there's no way it ricocheted unless we find a way that he did.
Yes, he shot the balloon or whatever, then it's like, oh, president, get down, and then
That he just
go in the
executes Rook.
plane, and then just executes the guy in the plane.
Yeah.
Eggman is not the assassin.
Yes, I don't believe he is the assassin.
Mr. Knight is not the assassin. He may have shot the balloon, but the president was on the other side of him entirely. Therefore, he can't have been aiming at his boss.
Plus, he can't even turn his head that way. Yeah, besides, why would I even shoot the balloon? What would be the point? And watch how you answer. I might aim for something else next.
There was a point, I'm sure of it. If I can figure out what it was, perhaps I can finally put this whole conundrum to rest.
Why would you shoot the balloon?
Definitely shot the balloon.
That fact alone changes everything about this case.
Now we must think. Premeditated attack. Knight's position. Can't turn his head to the right, so he's moved to the right side of the stain.
Nice position and shot the balloon.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how this explains why, but like he can't look to the right, so he has to.
Oh, he had to shoot the balloon because he wasn't able to shoot. I don't know. He wasn't able to shoot the president because he can't turn his head that way, and he was on the opposite side, so he had to shoot a balloon.
Yep. Draw the attention somewhere else where he can get like a good shot.
Yes.
Or he's syndrome. He was all just trying to stage an assassination.
And then to think there was
Fire shot, so it's like, Mr. President, get down. Who? We saved you. We're heroes.
and then
get
he
promotion.
gets in there with Rook, and
And then Rook's like, I saw what you did, dog. So then he took him out.
then maybe I don't know. Let's see if it's together.
Why did Knight's assigned position change?
Don't you? I can't turn my neck to the right. Could only cover the president's left side. So I wound up moving to the right side of the stage.
But is that the only reason? Let us suppose that the plan hadn't changed, that Knight had remained posted on the left. Given that he was unable to turn his head to the right, would he have even been able to shoot the balloon closest to him? Could it be that the security plan was changed for the express purpose of popping one of the balloons? And if we suppose that that be the case, the two plans are different. Was the security detail reorganized at some point?
Yeah, we made some last minute changes yesterday. President's orders.
That's right. The president was the only one who ordered the change.
President wanted to have me, do the old, I'm such a good president because I faked my assassination, so I'm strong for the people. That old routine.
Yeah, when somebody tries to assassinate you, people respect
The
you.
polling numbers
Subscribe.
always rise. Survived an assassination.
Yeah.
If I'm reading things right, The president knew in advance about the balloon shooting. Which means he must have had foreknowledge he would be in someone's crosshairs today as well. And if that's true, then everything else that has been bothering me falls neatly into place. How did the shooter get a gun past such heavy security? And why would they then carry out a shooting wearing such a conspicuous item of clothing? Why use a laser sight that would give away their location in an instant? And how did the president suffer no injuries at all, despite a direct hit to his vest? These are the questions that Knight and the president don't want us to consider.
No point.
Okay, I am going to have to ask you to pause again if you do not mind.
Okay.
There's only one possible reason for Mr. Knight to have fired his gun. Create the illusion of an assassination attempt.
What?
Huh?
Stream video just died on.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, here we
No.
go. Idiot. You understand what you're saying.
Oh, I understand all too well. I understand everything now. Most of all, I understand why you were so keen to take this investigation off my hands, Mr. President. You wanted your real plans to remain hidden.
Dare you speak to me that way? Is this some sort of sick joke?
Oh, it's no joke. I assure you. It is simply the truth, as revealed by the careful application of logic and reasoning. Nothing more. The first shot fired was by Mr. Knight, with the specific intention of hitting that balloon. The sound of gunfire and the bursting of the balloon were guaranteed to cause panic. And then he fired again.
Did?
Yes, he fired 2 bullets, both of which were aimed at the balloon. As for why he did so, it's because the second shot was designed to create the impression that the president had been hit.
So then what's the deal with the one in the vest?
I'm willing to bet that the bullet was planted there long before the shooting ever occurred.
Yeah, so Mr. Heroic President didn't take a bullet after all.
That's a truer shot, I tell you.
We'll be able to verify that ourselves once we take a closer look at that bullet. At the very least, we can expect to find traces of Mr. Rook's blood on it, correct?
You said yourself you found the shooter in the photograph, the person with the red hood.
I thought I made myself clear. The trajectory points to only one possible shooter, Mr. Knight.
Where does Tabby fit into all this?
She was simply one part of our plan. In order to place a suspicion elsewhere, they set about creating a fake assassin.
A highly suspicious person with the red hood.
I have yet to ascertain exactly how complicit Miss Lloyd was in this whole scheme. But I could say with some confidence that none of the shots were fired by her. I suspect her only job was to point a laser sight at the president.
That's right, and I was...
Tasked with turning your jacket inside out the moment the crowd flew into panic. Yes. Thus making the mysterious red-hooded shooter disappear in the blink of an eye. Then, when the gun and the security plan were later found in the trash can, it would have all appeared to have been the work of an assassin so skilled we could vanish into thin air.
But then the case would have gone cold.
Exactly what our friends were hoping for.
Makes sense now why they wanted you off the case.
Indeed, because the entire affair was a cheap ruse perpetuated by this president himself.
Perpetrated. Oh my god. Holy crap.
My Botox, no!
The presidential mask has, well, truly slipped. I admit it. The entire assassination was a lie, wasn't it?
If that stupid chief prosecutor hadn't insisted on assigning you... Oh, how could I let this happen?
Objection!
That's enough, Edgeworth. Master Knight.
Sorry, but I'm speaking with the president right now.
Speaking to my gun. Yeah, I'm doing my job as a knight and protecting my king. So go ahead, keep running your mouth. 6 shots, more than enough to kill anything that moves.
Perhaps it would be better if we stuck to threatening each other with words.
Thrill of
wouldn't,
reloading during
would he?
battle. Nah, I don't need this thing to shut you up. Alright, my move. Question. You claim I fired my gun from on stage. How do you figure I did that, in front of a crowd of thousands?
An excellent point. Time for my counter move, I suppose. You had a certain something that allowed you to conceal your actions.
Briefcase shield. Certain something, huh? Mighty specific.
Briefcase.
Yeah.
Take that! Attaché case. My attaché case.
Yes. Take a look at Kay's photograph.
Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Your right hand is completely obscured by the case. At the very moment this picture was taken, you were firing your gun. And in such a way that you wouldn't be detected.
Objection!
You don't like to let facts get in the way of a good theory, do you, Edgeworth? Shame you don't seem to have noticed.
Noticed what?
That theories are all you have. Conjectures, nothing more. Flag was billowing in the wind at precisely the right moment. I hid my gun with my attaché case. Changed security plan because I couldn't turn my head. It's all just speculation, circumstantial evidence at best. You can't prove any of it.
Ugh.
You at least had the bullet that burst the balloon. You might have a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun. But no, that bullet is at the bottom of the lake. You're gonna go dredge it up?
I hate to say it, but he's right. I don't have anything concrete.
I thought not. Maybe now you can shut your mouth.
Hold it.
Miss Lloyd, of course, she could shed some light on this whole situation. I just need to get her to talk.
What's the matter? Something you want to say, Miss Journalist?
Never mind.
That's what I thought.
Miss Lloyd,
Ruffles, he has a gun.
I need you to be brave. If you don't speak up, truth will be lost forever. You are a journalist after all, are you not?
I beg. I can't stay quiet any longer.
Hey, you understand what you're doing, right? I'd think carefully before opening that mouth of yours.
I was so focused on bagging me a scoop, I forgot the most important thing of all. Real journalists don't lie. Ain't no dang scoop if it ain't the truth. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I should have showed you this before.
Laser pointer. Fake assassination.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's the laser pointer I used on the president. That's all I done. I never shot nobody.
Yeah, he should still go to jail.
I mean, they paid her to do that.
Yeah,
And she gets a scoop
paid
out
her
of it
to-
too. She's like, my big
Yeah.
scoop, I'm gonna be the one that's there for an assassination.
Reporting on it. So, yeah, you just point this and make the president look nice, and yeah, nice little gig. But then there was actual murder. And Shelly the
Yeah.
killer was here trying to do actual murder as well. I told you, you squeal and you go down as an accomplice, not accomplish.
It was him. He told me to do it. I was at St. Fuzz Embassy sniffing out a story, like I told you. This was 3 days back. He comes up to me out of the blue, just starts talking. Help me out and I'll get you exclusive access to the president. That kind of stuff.
What about the gun in the trash can?
That I don't know nothing about, I swear it. All he told me was to wear a jacket with a red hood to point that there pointer at the president. I never thought for a minute it'd blow up in my face so bad. I'm sorry, truly I am.
Thank you, Miss Lloyd. I'd like you to testify to that effect when this goes to trial. It ought to go a long way towards proving that the assassination was a sham.
What's wrong with you people? Don't any of you know what's good for you?
My sympathies, Mr. Knight. Had you successfully removed me from this case as you intended, perhaps then you could have kept your pawn quiet.
Suddenly
This
turned
hurts.
into a guy a couple frames before exploding from Kenshiro.
So let me get this straight. You told Tabby if you let slip about our fake assassination plot, we'll have you convicted for murder. Or something like that.
Of all the dirty.
Ha! I said no such thing.
Hold it. That was him.
Hold it, sir. Droopy dog.
Yeah, he literally looks like him.
Like the
President
Godfather,
Wong.
put cotton balls in my cheeks when I voice him like this now. I don't have cotton balls, sadly. I do it for the culture.
Guys, you say just hold my cheek open.
I guess I could try that.
Yeah, just pinch your cheek and pull it open.
All right, continue. Give it up, Knight. It's time we came clean. It's all in the choice.
So, Mr. President, you admit it. You admit that there was a plot to fake an assassination attempt.
I do. I'm sorry.
But why? Why do something like this?
My popularity has been on the wane back home. I thought surviving an attempt on my life may give me the boost I needed. I know what we did was wrong, so yes, it was all lies, all of it.
And the bullet in the vest.
It was planted ahead of time. I wasn't hit by anything today.
Okay.
Had a real assassin show up.
But then what was up with the killer?
Our plan got out somehow. And then he just appeared, hell-bent on turning our fake assassination into a real one.
Oh God, I love that guy.
Hence the red raincoat, I suppose. We'd hope to get close enough as the fake assassin to finish the job.
There is one thing I don't understand, though.
Oh, and what would that be?
Why did Rook have to die? The whole thing was fake. How did he wind up getting killed for real?
That's true. And therein lies the real question.
He was a fine bodyguard, the best in fact. He may not have been a native of Zhangfa, but he was someone I could fully trust.
Mr. Rook must have been really something to gain the trust of someone who'd hide from his own shadow.
Sounds like he was as trustworthy as the president as I am to you, huh, sir?
I believe that's for me to say, Detective, not you. Mr. Rook, must have known about the plan too, then, correct?
He wasn't aware of any specific details, so no, not really. I tried to involve him, but he refused.
And you would have done well to listen to him.
This is a tragedy. The life of a good man has been wasted. What's so great about him anyway?
What's gotten into him?
Tsundere guard. Just another piece on the board. There to protect you, nothing more. Mr. Knight, how could you? Was who actually went along with your plan, huh, Mr. President? Well, a pious coward backed down when you needed him to step up the most. I value your support too, of course, but... Look, I'm your chief bodyguard. That's all that matters. And now that spineless fool Rook is gone, things are gonna change around here. Thanks to me, genius strategist, grandmaster, rightful leader of this team. We are well aware of your ambitions, Knight. But doesn't this seem a little imprudent to you? Why? My plan this time was perfect, as they always are, as they always will be.
That's quite a statement. Especially considering that your perfect plan was an abject failure.
Yeah, no thanks to you. And that buffoon Rook.
And how exactly was it more Mr. Rook's fault?
If he hadn't died, the killer would never come after me. And I wouldn't have had to let you on this plane. Please, Mr. Knight, you mustn't talk like that. Fine, the guy died protecting you, Mr. President. I'm sure that's just what he always wanted.
But did he die protecting the president?
Wait, I thought the whole assassination thing was fake.
Now come on, do I have to say everything twice? We planned a fake assassination, but somebody else came along and tried to make it real. 2 shots are fired, remember? Like you said, Edgeworth, one of them was the bullet I shot through that balloon. But the second, that wasn't me.
Oh, really? Then who did fire it?
The real assassin, but not to kill her. His plan was to come after the president with a knife. No, the most likely suspect here is the piece cowering quietly in the corner. Our lily white queen over there.
What?
You literally could just try to pin it on to kill her and you'd be fine, but you're just gonna try to double down to, no, this reporter just freaking pull out a revolver and shot her.
I think maybe he knows that if he goes the killer route, the killer's just going to find him and kill him.
I mean, if the killer gets blamed for it, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's like gonna go to trial or anything. If
Well, he
bring
hates
the killer-
betrayal, and he is betraying this lady who works for him, so... Either way, he's doomed.
You know,
I mean,
regardless of if I'm right or not, that doesn't matter. He's fucked.
So this episode is 1 hour and 33 minutes. Should we split or just go all the way to the end? I don't know how
I
close
think we
are.
should finish it. We're basically
Yeah, just
finished,
keep
I
going.
believe.
Okay.
Miss Lloyd,
Again with this, I'm not your danged assassin.
but is that really true? I, for one, don't believe it. Gun in the trash can. It can only belong to you.
Knight's Gambit.
As soon as I shot that balloon, I rushed over to help Rook escort the president back onto the plane. I left Rook here in this room while I secured the president in the safe room. When I came back out, Rook was lying there on the ground. This journalist must have shot Rook while we were escorting the president off stage. That single killer shot was fired by the gun you found in the trash can.
But it fired 2 shots.
So you don't actually know when the victim was struck by the bullet, do you?
The knight doesn't protect the Rook, Edgeworth. He protects the king.
You want to translate?
He means that his only concern was protecting the president.
Lose the king and you lose the game. Isn't it the first rule of chess?
But a win in which a key piece is sacrificed is a hollow victory indeed.
Is that how Edgeworth plays chess? He never sacrifices anything.
They all will survive.
He needs a perfect victory.
Yeah, up on karma way again.
Doesn't matter, it's still a victory. I kept the president safe. I win.
Well, it's a bit early to be calling our little match. In any case, for this is where our battle really begins.
Knight's game. So are you going straight forward? Two shots were fired from that other gun.
We can try it, and then if it doesn't work, we can press it, and then if that doesn't give us anything, then we have to try to figure out something else. But
So we're just gonna try it, and then we'll save Bronco Knight's testimony. Bronco Knight. 2 spent bullets.
Objection!
Straight for the kill.
So you contend that it was you who shot the balloon, and Miss Lloyd who shot Mr. Rook. Are you sure about that?
sure, I'm sure.
Well, what you've proposed would indeed match up with the total number of shots heard. The gun from the trash can itself has also been fired twice.
Shot his shit off clean. Ends the case right there.
Hey, case closed. I take this president to jail for conspiracy to murder. Anyhow,
Now, why would the supposed number of shots heard from this gun differ from the number of spent rounds? It's simple. Because it was planted. Planted by the real perpetrator of the crime.
Somebody faked the evidence?
Yes, and if you think about it, their reason for doing so is obvious. To ensure that whoever found the gun would conclude that the shooter had been in the spectator area. And in order to do that, they had to make it seem as if both shots had come from this one weapon.
I get it, so that's why it's got 2 spent rounds, huh?
Precisely. As we have already proven, the bullet that had burst the balloon came from a different weapon. Which makes it highly possible that the bullet which killed Mr. Book didn't come from this gun either.
Nice work, Edgeworth. That's some high-grade sleuthing. But why don't you get to the point? You've come this far, spit it out.
No, I intend to. Don't worry.
I mean, this guy.
you.
It was
It was-
the kill.
Okay, Faraday.
You, Mr. Knight, you're the one who murdered Mr. Rook.
Ooh, finally got up the courage to say it, huh? Surely not. Surely you wouldn't have.
It wasn't only the killer who tried to take advantage of this fake murder plot. You killed Mr. Rook, hoping that he would look like an accidental victim of the bungled assassination. With the president locked away in the safe room, and the door of the airplane tightly closed, it was just you and Mr. Rook alone, together. And that was when the third bullet was fired, right into your colleague's body.
Objection!
Wait, you're really gonna claim there's a third one now? You just said only 2 gunshots were heard. Wanna tell me how that works?
Objection!
Airtight plane.
Airplane cabins are practically soundproof, Mr. Knight. If you close the door, nothing can be heard from the outside, not even gunfire.
Wasn't the president right next door?
Very true, which means he may have heard the shot himself. Well, Mr. President,
I didn't hear anything.
but you can observe this room through your security feed, can you not?
Camera in this room isn't normally on. I have to manually switch it on when I enter the safe room.
That's what you did this time too, right?
Well, that is...
What's gotten into him? Mr. President, this is vitally important.
Please, President Wong.
Fine, I was busy hiding under the bed, covering my ears.
What? Even though you knew the whole thing wasn't real?
Yes, because I hate the sound of guns. There's a slice in that awful noise, and oh, it's just too much.
Oh, that there's sadder than a pot of overcooked crawfish.
Ahem. Mr. Knight, you saw that President Wong was cowering beneath the bed. And what's more, you knew from the monitor bank that the security camera for this room hadn't been switched on. Which means you
Still
knew that
shows the killer holding him.
That's just the same picture of everything.
It does.
that the circumstances were perfect
It's really funny.
for you to fire the third shot straight at Mr. Rook.
Knight, how could you? Could you really have betrayed my trust so horribly? You think I killed the old halfwit? You don't trust me much, huh? This is the thanks I get for putting my life on the line for you day after day. I want to believe you, but... I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is there to doubt here? What, you don't believe that the girl over there could have done it?
No, because this gun isn't the murder weapon. We know this from the from the number of the bullets fired.
Yeah? Well, how do you know there wasn't a spent bullet from the start?
What?
Someone could have fired a bullet from that gun yesterday or the day before. And today, another bullet. The bullet that hit Rook.
That's pure speculation, pal, and you know it.
Maybe. But can you prove it's not true?
Not with any certainty, no.
You're nothing but a conclusive proof, so come on. A single piece of evidence straight through my heart. I dare you. Well, what are you waiting for?
There must be something, mustn't there, Mr. Hitchworth? If we can't prove it, tabbies. Please, Ruffles. I messed up, I know I did. I should never have done what I did, not even for a scoop. But murder, nah, that ain't me. Ain't a murderous bone in my body.
Conclusive proof. If only I could prove that Knight's gun is the murder weapon. Wait, perhaps I can.
He said the bullet that burst the balloon, you might have had a scrap of credibility. Imagine you could have run forensics to see if it matched my gun.
If we had the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, forensics could tell us which gun it was fired from.
No proof, no case. Ended conversation.
Objection!
Hold it right there.
What now? You're not about to claim you do have proof.
Of course I do.
This ought to be good. Alright, bring it on. Show me this proof of yours.
The bullet that killed Mr. Rook is the key to ending our little game. Very well. My conclusive evidence is...
Not in my possession, because it is that stuffed animal. This is a blown out monitor, so clearly the bullet hit that monitor.
And then he put a stuffed animal in front of it
Then
to
he
hide the
hit
bullet
it.
hole. Not in my possession.
not currently in my possession.
Alright then, thanks for playing, folks, but that's game over.
However, it is here in this room.
What?
As we know, The bullet that killed Mr. Rook passed through his body.
Like he's just bullets just going off in this room.
See?
Hey, no one can hear outside, so it's fine.
But where did it end its journey? Perhaps we should cast our minds back into an earlier conversation.
Flashback.
After passing through his body, the bullet took Mr. Rook's life, then found itself lodged in the vest.
He's right. If the president hadn't been wearing that vest, things could have been a lot worse. I too am in this flashback.
But now, of course, we know that the so-called assassination attempt was a complete fabrication. The vest was prepared in advance, made to look as if it had been hit by a bullet. Which begs the question, where is the real bullet?
I like it. A twist. This is good stuff, Edgeman. Come on, then. Don't keep us in suspense. We have a thing with the
monitor,
yes,
right?
the monitors. It's one monitor business.
There's something very clearly missing from this room.
Yes, a prosecutor with some common sense.
Take a look at the bank security monitors.
Oh,
I see you've caught on, Mr. President. Splendid. There are screens here showing views from all around this plane, inside and out. The only external angle not covered is the right hand of the side of the craft. And that's because one of the monitors is missing. There was a monitor in the space previously, wasn't there, Mr. President?
there was. I have no idea what plushie is doing there now, though.
It appears to be someone's vain attempt to hide what was obviously lurking. But where did it go? And why? The why is easy enough to answer. Because it was struck by a bullet. For if we were to believe that the bullet in the vest was the real deal, then anything that hinted at the existence of another bullet had to be removed.
So, where did the missing monitor go?
Where indeed? I believe it must be hidden somewhere on this plane. After all, there wouldn't have been time to dispose of it outside the aircraft. Detective Gumshoe, conduct a search if you would.
Right away, sir.
Mr. President, extraterritoriality, remember? I have no objection for the search. Please go ahead. It will help us discover the truth behind what happened to Rook. I will not stand in your way. What are you? I don't believe this. Rook this, Rook that. Don't you ever think about anybody else?
The search has been authorized, Detective, if you wouldn't mind.
Sir, I found the monitor.
That was easy.
Excellent work. Now go ahead and extract the bullet.
Let's see. Put my hand in here and just... Come on. Ouch, shit. Got it.
Well, would you look at that? Blood. This is the bullet that killed Mr. Rook. There's no doubt about it.
The bullet found inside a security monitor. This seems to be the bullet that killed Rook.
And there you have it, Mr. Knight. The single piece of evidence you requested, straight through your heart. Even you must now admit, if the bullets didn't come from the spectator area gun, then Miss Lloyd cannot be Mr. Rook's killer. What? No pithy comeback? Detective, have forensic analyze the bullet for serrations to compare them to the gun we found.
Yes, sir. We'll get the evidence you need. You can count on it.
All right, let's hear what forensics has to say.
Presidential belly over there.
Don't suck it in. It's not comfy.
Our findings are as follows, sir. Firstly, the blood on the bullet is indeed that of the victim.
Proving that it was the bullet that killed Mr. Rook.
Secondly, we found Mr. Knight's fingerprints on the gun.
Probably from when I handed all the evidence over to him. Now for the key part, the serrations.
Serrations.
If they're not a match, then Miss Lloyd is in the clear.
Last, the serrations on the bullet are a match with this weapon.
What? But how could that be?
No way. Oh, come on.
No doubt about it, sir. This is the gun that fired the bullet.
Wow!
Well, isn't that something? Conclusive proof that I was right. What's the matter? Didn't think you had me backed into a corner, did you? Guess you misread the board. Because the only one backed into a corner here is you.
Oh my goodness. Knight's counter.
There's no denying it. Forensics prove that the gun and the bullet are a match. The bullet that killed Rook was fired from the gun you found in the spectator area. So who pulled the trigger? Can't have been me. I was up on stage, which leaves your little friend. The hack killed Rook. She's the murderer, and you just proved it. Your move, Edgeworth. But just remember two things. One, where you found that gun. And two, which gun the fatal bullet came from. Whichever way you look at it, I can't have been the shooter.
Come to this.
Me and the president, we admitted to faking the assassination attempt. Now it's your turn to admit something. Who the killer really is.
There's no way Tabby did it, is there?
Don't let him get to you, Kay. We just need to get over their statements again. There must be something further we can deduce from them.
We must press.
Okay, let's do this, Mr. Edgeworth. Press everything.
Hold it!
No, that's...
Objection!
What was it you said? That forensics would back you up? How does it feel to be shot in the chest by your own conclusive proof, huh? Not so good, I imagine.
The bullet and the gun are a match, Mr. Edgeworth. That kinda has to mean that Tabby pulled the trigger, no?
Even so, I simply cannot accept that.
But sir, there's no denying the evidence.
There isn't. So what am I missing? If I assume Miss Lloyd to be innocent, then the gun and the bullet shouldn't be a match. What is it, Kay?
I was just thinking, if the evidence points to something that doesn't seem possible, then maybe there's something wrong with it.
You're asking me to call the evidence into question.
Well, there's no way Tabby did this, right? So if the evidence says that she did, then the problem must lie there.
You seem very sure about this.
Call it my great thief's intuition.
Intuition, huh? Still, she could be right. I simply don't believe Miss Lloyd to be a malicious liar, which means... As someone who believes that evidence is everything in court, the irony is not lost on me, but... If I were to call this piece of evidence into question, it would have to be...
Oh, wait.
I think I know what happened, but I'm not sure which... I mean, would be the gun, because you handed all the evidence to him, so he just took the scope off the other gun and put it on his gun, and then handed his gun back to you.
Yeah.
He did his
He could've
chess
done that.
play. He just took the scope off while he temporarily had the evidence. Because there's no real reason for it to do the whole, he now has your evidence, and it now is handed back to you. Just for you to just
Yes.
have one little fight with the president, and then you immediately get it back. So yeah, well, you were arguing, he's just put the scope on the other gun, so that way it would be the one that did the kill shot instead.
So the
Yeah.
gun.
So I'm assuming the gun, unless it's gonna do some bullshit logic, like it's neither of them. It's the scope that has to be called. It's just like shut up. But no, so I think the gun.
Yeah.
If something untoward is going on here, it would have to involve the weapon, not the bullet. After all, we only just recovered the bullet a little while ago. Furthermore, we know that Mr. Knight had an opportunity to handle the gun.
Its prints are indeed on it. Hand over the evidence you have gathered and remove yourselves from this plane. Oh, the old days. No. Yeah, as he says, if I were you, Edgeworth.
Ugh. This can't really be the end of the line, can it? Indeed, he had ample opportunity. There's no doubt that this gun is the weapon that was used in the crime. Which means it must belong to...
You are a
His
gun.
Yeah.
Strange question to ask, but yeah, it's his.
Who else would you say?
The gun belongs to Mr. Knight. He switched them around. That has to be it.
Switched for the one found in the spectator area. Okay, so then we throw it at this. 'Cause it's not the one that was found.
Like they do this whole like super huge thing, and then it just actually just brings you back to the testimony. It's what?
It was switched.
I guess.
Objection!
Such a weird way. You think they would just let it happen, but I guess it's like no, you have to object something. I mean, there's things where you press, and then if you like press all statements, and then just continues. They could have just made it so pressing that just continued the whole thing. But I guess if like you want to go and press every single statement, you still can. Want the flavor text for going in order, so you don't immediately just skip the whole thing if you just
Yeah.
press the second statement. So I guess that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Admit it. You switched the guns, didn't you, Mr. Knight? That's why the markings match the weapon in question. It was yours all along.
An intriguing move there, Edgeworth. And
You must have made the switch when I handed over the evidence. While I was busy trying to make the case for remaining on the investigation.
Can I look at this gun? See how many bullets are missing? Cause he still has the two.
yeah, 'cause it has two because he shot
Fired one at a balloon and then.
and then he fired one at Rook.
No, wait,
Yep.
but if we're saying
And
that
then
the lady over there didn't have a gun at all, then like he had to fire two shots.
yes, because they wanted to say that it was the one from the assassination, so it already was two shots that everyone heard outside. So the staged gun had two bullets missing, or two shots fired to make it seem like that. And then he
Yes.
also, on his own, shot two bullets. And the problem because it's his whole
But then
plan.
if
His
he
whole
did a
plan
third
from the
shot-
start.
Inside, right?
No, because he only shot the balloon once, so his gun only shot once, and then he shot
But
Rook.
everybody outside heard two bullets, though, right?
Yes, they heard him shoot, and then they heard a
balloon
fake
exploded.
bullet. That could have
I
been the
mean,
balloon.
she didn't have a fake gun. According to this lore, like that thing was already put there, and she was just had a laser pointer. That's all. Right? So with the
I
third
mean, it could
bullet.
have been, I mean, unless it was the balloon just popping instantly, and that's what.
I think it was
heard.
just the balloon, to be honest. Could have been big enough to make a loud enough
Anyway.
noise.
Did you read this already? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
You took the laser sight from the gun we found in the trash can. And put it on your own. Then not long afterwards, you handed that gun back to me instead of the one we found.
I did, huh? You think I somehow knew you'd find, let alone run forensics on that bullet sometime in the future?
Yes, that's so strange. You're a chess player after all. A man well used to thinking several moves ahead.
I'm flattered. Much as it pains me to admit it, you're overestimating my abilities. Besides, do you even have any proof that I made the switch?
Knight's Counter Part 2.
Gun is the same model as mine. Gun is the same model as mine. Weird, sure, but it's just a coincidence. And look, there's a laser sight attached. Also, take a look at the cylinder. 2 spent bullets, just what we'd expect to see. So what proof do you have that I switched the original gun out for mine, huh? None, that's what.
You say I'm overestimating your abilities. You surprise me.
What can I say? I'm a modest guy. More modest than you, that's for sure. Everywhere except at the chessboard, that is.
Well, I don't see a chessboard here, do you?
Shame. Still, guess that gives you a nice excuse. I didn't mess up. I just didn't have the right evidence.
I don't think I'll be the one making excuses. Rather, I didn't mess up. They just got lucky with the evidence. Would be your excuse, I'd imagine.
Knights Counter Part 2. Okay, anything jump out? Let's just say. Let's just explain.
I guess a no proof is a bullets, because we did say that.
Well, I mean, it's got 2, like you
And
said.
again,
That's-
yeah.
That's what it
two
already
as well.
had, so.
Yeah.
I searched the originally, so. You thought ahead of time to purposely have it missing a bullet or have it something be found.
So do we have to press something or what?
I don't know, just press stuff.
I guess
I don't know what the hell's happening.
Let's start at the beginning, 'cause you don't want to go through everything and have to go back to the beginnings.
A coincidence, you say?
Or was it a necessity?
Can't be both, pal.
Sure it can. We bodyguards need to protect the president. And the girl needed to use a gun, but she probably doesn't know a whole lot about that. That's a far-fetched for her to pick something she's heard of that we also happen to use.
Okay, but why a revolver? Why is that your go-to gun?
It's probably something to do with its ease of use. There's been casings to chase down, for example.
Exactly. The perfect tool for a job where you can't afford to fail, or don't know what you're doing. Still, coincidence, necessity, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference either way.
Hold it!
Because you swapped it on here.
Put up or shut up, Edgeworth. Where's your evidence?
Well, that is...
Don't go making accusations you can't back up. Or did your daddy never teach you that?
Talk about my phone.
Just takes the gun away from him and executes him.
Yeah.
As it stands, the facts are in my favor here.
Hold it!
I've been meaning to ask, actually. What about your own weapon? How many spent bullets are in its cylinder?
This old girl here? Well now. I let loose a few rounds earlier, as you saw.
He reloads his gun every time he fires it.
But even if I were to tell you how many there were at the time, you'd have no way of verifying that.
Of course. In order to swap the guns properly, you'd have to maintain the right number of bullets per gun. He didn't have the chance to put on any gloves. So, which means...
His fingerprints are on the
His
bullets.
fingerprints are on the bullets.
Hmm.
Alright, I think it's about time you did the right thing and resigned. Don't you? Game's all but done, see?
There it is. I guess we
What's
got
that
our
one?
pinks in rolling in it.
So this last one, the proof, or what do we...
I mean, I guess what do you got for proof? And be like, proof is the bullets.
You have evidence it's just the bullets, though.
Well, we have a bullet in evidence. Maybe just use that as an example.
Yeah, it's true. If he reloaded his own bullets, that also potentially. Oh, granted, no, it would be on the. It wouldn't be on the actual bullet that fires. It would be on the casing
shell.
rounds that are in the gun. So yeah, would have to be there. So just show his revolver again.
I guess.
Yes?
Objection!
That's
Yeah.
the answer all along.
Uno reverse, pull his gun on him.
I have your proof right here.
That's your proof? I think you've been working too hard, Edgeworth.
Not the gun itself, the evidence it carries. Evidence that will prove once and for all that it does in fact belong to you.
I'm looking forward to this. Go ahead, make your move. What's about to come into play? The rook? The bishop? Not a pawn, surely.
The evidence the gun will provide takes the form of
Fingerprint.
Fingerprints.
Let's save and then do fingerprints.
Of course my fingerprints are on that gun. I handled it. Yes, but the bullets. That's Columbo Stinger. No.
fingerprints, namely your fingerprints, Mr. Knight.
Objection!
My prints? Pah! Of course my prints are on the gun. You handed it right to me when you gave up the evidence. How could they not be on?
Objection!
What if I told you the prints are on part of the gun that you shouldn't have touched at any point?
What? Where? You can't prove that.
Oh, but I can. There is a place where your fingerprints could have been, could never have been left if things happened as you say. Allow me to present the final piece of evidence that will bring our game to its rightful conclusion.
Bullets.
Yes.
Here, look closely at the cylinder, Detective.
2 bullets fired. Where are the prints were you looking for, sir?
The casings.
You did indeed switch the guns when I handed you the evidence. But if that were all you had done, your deception would have been easily detected. Because the number of bullets fired in each gun was different.
There were 2 spare bullets in the gun we found.
Yeah, but what about Mr. Knight's gun?
We know that he had fired 2 bullets from the stage into the balloon. And he fired another bullet into Mr. Rook, ending his life. So 3 bullets in total, plus a few odd ones he let loose and shocked during our little game. And after each shot, he reloaded his gun out of habit. With his bare hands, of course. Officer, where exactly were Mr. Knight's fingerprints found? The ones you mentioned in your report.
Sir, they were found on the exterior of the weapon, but also on the bullets themselves. I didn't tell you that part, though.
You really should
I
have.
wanted to leave us in suspense.
That guy should be fired.
The forensics guy just sitting there like, I mean, I told him his prints are on the gun. How come they're not using this?
Oh boy.
I'm not sure they could have gotten there just from me handing you the evidence, Mr. Knight.
Hey, that's...
And there you have it. Proof that you did indeed switch the guns. This gun, the one which fired the bullet that killed Mr. Rook, is yours. And in taking his life, you are the true assassin.
Hey, I didn't,
Checkmate.
No!
Blue Badger fell on
The
him.
thinker and the blue badger and the samurai dog.
a bunch of
It
evidence.
was him. It was me all along. I did all the cases. My reign of terror was legendary. I was gonna be the new chief of security. That blasted Rook, if it hadn't been for him, I would have been in charge by now. I'd have been in control of the whole team. The plan was perfect. The fake assassination was supposed to be flawless.
Detective Gumshoe.
Right away, sir.
Archie Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet. Aye.
I'm afraid this is as far as we go for today.
Episode is running quite long.
Yep.
The next moves we play will be in the courtroom.
But it's not fair. It's not fair.
Take him in.
Just grabbing onto the back of his coat.
He's become buff again.
I'm in public, I gotta beat that mustache just as a mustache. Edgeworth, I owe you a debt of gratitude. You exposed a murder within the ranks of my own personal guard. I will not soon forget that.
He's suddenly very presidential again. I thought we're back outside the plane.
I saw it, you know, when I first proposed the fake assassination to him. Want me to handle it, not Rook? Rook refused, but I can rely on you, can't I? Of course, sir. You can count on me. I'll put together a plan that can't possibly fail. And he'll play his part like the pawn he is. The hatred
What?
in his eyes was plain to see. He despised poor Rook. I was not entirely comfortable about moving forward with Knight in charge of my little reception. Looking back, I think he sensed my discomfort. Can't help thinking I played a part in his decision to end Rook's life.
Mr. President, none of this would have happened if you hadn't plotted a fake attempt on your life. That was your crime. And it is a crime you'll have to live with.
You are right. I can only apologize for the part I played. There will no doubt be made to pay for my actions in one way or another. But I thank you nonetheless. You solved the riddle of Rook's demise, and for that I shall be eternally grateful. I'll be here in your country for a little while longer yet. But when I've returned home, perhaps you will visit us in Zhangfa. You will always be welcomed.
Oh, thank you. You all don't know how grateful I am. All's well that ends well.
Miss Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were willing to participate in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak with you about this matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
I know, and I'm awful sorry about everything. Truly I am.
I understand your desire for a scoop, but there are limits.
You sure are. It got me some serious thinking to do. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth. That was something else. Local prosecutor solves assassination conundrum. Earns eternal gratitude of president. How's that for a headline? Hey, that there's my department. Mr. Prosecutor, how does it feel to solve such an important case? You must be over the moon.
Luckily, she's going to jail, so she won't be in the rest of the game. Because the whole game will take place in the next 20 minutes or something. No,
Yeah.
the whole game will take place in the span of 24 hours.
Rapid fire.
It's like the other one, then yeah. Except for like a flashback or two.
She certainly doesn't stay down for long. No comment.
Dang, you're one tight-lipped son of a gun.
As well I should be. This case is not over yet.
It isn't? How come, sir?
Because until we unravel the story behind this case will never be completely over.
Story behind this. Oh, this, like, who?
Why
who-
didn't you
Yeah.
give me a card?
'cause he was there, apparently, so, like, why was he? Who hired him? It's like,
There's a
mystery.
reason.
Unless Knight hired him to just also take out the president for real.
The killer's calling card.
He was just so over the moon with himself that he just was like, oh yeah. In fact, he didn't complete his assignment. It's like, oh yeah, if he was just like, I'm gonna kill this president, and that means kinda is gonna still do that. You hear gunshots from the plane. He just blows up. You planted a bomb, so the engine turns on, just explodes.
Try to fly away in your vertibird. just
Always
explode.
get my man.
We could always rely on the killer. He is thorough.
Mr. the Killer has yet to complete his assignment.
You mean he might still try to murder the president?
I hope I'm wrong, but if I'm not, this could all blow up into something more sinister yet.
No.
As one would expect, with the attempted assassination of a president. The case was all over the news, and my preparations for Mr. Knight's trial were constantly interrupted by requests for a press. There wasn't a person in the land who didn't know about the case. Everybody was talking about it. But in the midst of a frenzy that followed, nobody noticed that it was only the first move in the game, far bigger than any of us could have imagined.
Oh no. The end. Got an achievement. Turnabout trigger.
There we have
That's
it.
over, and next time will be the captive turnabout.
Oh no. Captives.
They get kidnapped again.
Kidnapped again.
Reclaim
Anyway.
that nothing side plot.
Edgeworth is just tied up again. No.
No! Everyone, if you enjoyed this, then liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing are all appreciated. The most important thing, though, that thou must absolutely do is have a nice day.
Checkmate.